Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim and these are the highlights from the Saturday show at the Beaulieu Supercar Weekend 2021.
But first, we start with the Honda NSX. Developed through the 80s and 90s. As you can see, built by Honda, tuned by the legend that is Ayrton Senna. Here we go then, and the flag camera away. Let's see if he's going to stop in the centre. Has he done it, ladies and gents? Let me hear you. V8 bi-turbo, this one a C63S. E63S. This one was snuck in a little bit earlier, getting himself lined up and ready to go. This one's also been tuned, so we've got even more power to it. Launch control again, so there we go. And more playing now, it's hard on the brakes, I think he's managed to get that bang in the centre. Aston Martin. It's a DB11 AMR V12 engine in this. The air on this car really impressive. It actually takes air in through past the rear windows and then creates almost a virtual spoiler with the air coming out the back of the rear of the car. And so and our drivers completely missed the stop point there. Let me hear you out in advance. Someone didn't get the memo there. And finally, you can't have Supercar Weekend without a Ferrari. And this one on the latest. To come from Italy, absolutely stunning looking car this. The replacement for the California. Launch control engaged, get the power down. Plenty of power in those brakes. Do the speed that's but 0-60 under 4 seconds. So that's your first batch, ladies and gents. We're now going to regroup them and bring them back up the hill. You'll see each car twice. We should have the NSX back first. NSX stands for New Sports Car Experimental. And this was really the car that actually drove a lot of supercars and sports cars forward in the fact that they actually needed to be reliable to compete with Honda's offering. 3 litre V6 right in the middle. Fantastic weight distribution, fantastic handling. The NSX now very much a collector's item. Your next batch is also starting to line up for us as well. I can see we have a good collection coming up for you next, starting with a V10 ED R8. We have a 360 Spider. A lovely 911's coming to join us, and finally from America, a Camaro is also joining us as well. So the NSX putting power down 0-60 in about 5.9 seconds from that 3 litre V6 engine. This one is, of course, paying tribute to Ayrton Senna. On the NSX, so I have to say, even though that car is quite up for almost 30 years old in its design, still looks fresh. Glorious to see an NSX. E63 next. Sounds more like a machine gun, that car. Nice popular crack coming from the back of that. Proper popular crack as well, not one of these rubbish 40 Fiesta remats. Coming up next then, good old Blighty, here we are. Vanquish AMR, this was a replacement for the V12. Still got a V12 engine in it though. There we go, there she got it that time, 5.2 litre twin turbo, 630 horsepower on that. Getting powered down, but still getting squirrely in second gear there. Now, so you don't see the spoiler on the back of that car, but it does have a rear spoiler, but it's all generated by air taken in through the back of the car. And finally, our Ferrari. Here we are, let's have a listen to a proper Italian V8. Here we are. One of the new generation of Ferraris this far is actually it's going to be interesting to see what they do over the next few years. There's more electrification coming in, but that is all petrol. Coming up next, we have our second batch joining us. And we're going to start with our Audi R8 V10. This one a V10 Plus model as well. So here we are, batch 2, ladies and gents, coming in for you now. This V10 Plus. Audi introduced the R8 back in 2007. This is our second gen. In the second gen, they dropped the V8 option, so it's all just V10 power, but still called R8. Engine right in the centre of the car, shares lots of its components with its stablemates. The Italian Lamborghini, of course both owned by Beaulieu Group. And so now the sun's come out, you can see that glorious orange paintwork and those fantastic carbon side intakes. This should get plenty of traction, four-wheel drive. So even with that slightly damp, slippy track, I'm expecting to see good things from this. Around 3 seconds to get to 60 in this car. We'll be going over 200 miles an hour by the time it runs out of puff. And the black drops. Power down. He didn't want to get moved that time. The windows are down in that car. Did not want to get moved. Now then, another Ferrari for you. Trip down memory lane this. Hard to believe that 360 Spider is as old as it is when it looks as good as it does. Still a little bit of scampering from the back end as those wheels camper a little bit. 3.6 litre. All that clear straight in. 187 mile an hour top speed. Now then, we have a 911 Turbo S. The Porsches here have always got good traction. It doesn't matter whether it's raining, sunny, snowing, they've always got good traction, and we're expecting good things here. It's the supercar that you can pretty much drive every day, that. But what a treat that would be. And finally, coming up for you now, a real great please of this, Camaro. 6.2 litre V8, 455 horsepower out of this. This is the first UK spec Camaro in the UK. American V8 sounds absolutely glorious. Your next batch is also beginning to arrive, and you're in for a real treat with the next batch. Can't wait for you to see what's coming next, ladies and gents. But first we need to bring our last batch back up the hill. So let's regroup them down at the manor house and bring them back up. Don't forget, ladies and gents, if they stop absolutely in the centre of that crossroads, I want to hear you cheer as loud as you can. But if they overshoot or stop short, make sure you boo them for me. I can see the checkered flag is ready and waiting. I do believe we should have our Audi coming back up first. When the R8 was introduced, it was a bit of a left field move, really sort of upset the market, because this had all of the Audi build quality in a supercar, originally fitted with the V8, and then they shoehorned in that V10 in the original car. First, then we're going to have our V8 Ferrari next. Get up to second gear there. I've actually driven a V10 R8. For second gear, you definitely were into license losing territory. Next up then, the Ferrari 360 Spider. We've got the sun out, so the roof is down. 3.6 litre V8 in this, 400 horsepower, 0 to 16, just a whisker over 4 seconds. Still a fantastic looking car, the 360. Of course, 360 then made way for the F430, which actually carried a lot of components over, albeit with different styling. So now, ladies and gents, Ferrari will not make cars like this. It's a naturally aspirated V10, and this one's got the F1 paddle box in it as well. Next up then, our 911 Turbo S. Flat 6 over the rear wheels, gives it all the traction. Just look how stealthy the Porsche is, just no messing around, traction down, hard on the brakes. I think you might have left a couple of ripples in our tarmac there. So efficient with their power and their traction. I just think Porsche taking all of that learning and applying it to electric vehicles as well now, ladies and gents. We've got one of those coming up for you later. But next, let's have some good old American muscle with our Camaro. Hopefully it's not going to transform for us, it'll stay just as it is. Absolutely great. That was the first UK spec Camaro in the UK as well, and a fantastic turnout there. Now, if you like your American muscle, take a look at this, ladies and gents. Ford Mustang, 5 litre Coyote V8 with a supercharger that we can hear whistling away. When I was talking to the owner of this vehicle earlier, I said, what do I need to know mods-wise? He was like, you haven't got enough time for me to tell you all of the modifications on this. Over 8 modifications. Now that's there's over 800 horsepower under the bonnet of that car. 3.5 seconds, 60. Next up then, the McLaren. An MP412C. Now you could say that McLaren almost got the jump off Ferrari with this, because he was directly against the 458s. Where the 450 was naturally aspirated. Can't blame him for that though at all. He stopped at the brake marker as we've instructed him to. So twin turbo V8, it was a while before Ferrari put a twin turbo V8 in the back. Lotus 430 Cup Edition. Very lightweight inclusion. 3.5 litre V6, supercharged. 430 horsepower, 3.2 seconds to 60. This is the top Lotus model. £1 million. Now you saw the R8 earlier. This is the R8 stablemate, the Huracan. And This one, Huracan Evo, which is the latest version of the Huracan, takes a lot of limits from the track is drying out lovely now. We've got plenty of traction there. Nice little flip. They are such crowd pleasers, the Lamborghinis, and I think Lamborghini do their supercars right, because when they turn up they should make everyone's day, and a Lamborghini can never fail to put a smile on your face, whether you're sat driving it or watching it go through the town and stood right next to it. So we're going to regroup those, and then we're going to bring them all the way back up the hill. Now I'm having a look over at our next batch, and I can't see past our first car. It's an absolute giant, this. We've got a Dodge Viper, ladies and gents. Don't stand in front of this because it will literally suck you through the grille. The engine is so big on that car. I'd like to say that we've got some real monsters coming up for you next. We've got a Viper coming up for you. We've also got another Ferrari, and we're going to round things off with a modified Audi R8. That's going to be your first batch, and here in a few minutes' time. But first we need to bring these cars back up, and of course we're starting with our highly modified Mustang. Over 800 horsepower in this. Now, the Mustang... Over 800 watts. Oh Lord, don't you know, it sounds wonderful, that, ladies and gents. Proper crowd pleaser. What's coming up next for us? We have McLaren coming up, Britain's answer to the Ferrari 458. When this first came out, the reviews were very good of it, but people did say there was a bit underwhelmed from it, lost a little bit of back in. Three stops for us, so you'll want to look at it. So that is a fantastic colour in the sunshine that is now shining down on us. Then coming up for you, we have our Exige Cup, 430 horsepower from the mid-mounted V6, supercharged V6 as well. .2 seconds to get to 60 this. If there was ever a car built for track, that is it. That is loads. In the right colour as well. And our final car to come join us back up then, the Lamborghini, all the way from Italy. This is the latest rendition of the Huracan. The Huracan Evo, which takes a lot of learnings from the Performante. Just look at it sat there. That V10 5. I'm going to stretch its legs a little bit for you then. So then coming up next for you, have your cameras at the ready. You don't see these very often. This is a Dodge Viper. Now you saw a V10 in the last car. You've not seen a V10 like this though. This is an 8.4 litre V10 with 600 horsepower. Side exit is also, you'll get the full noise from it. This lapped the Nürburgring in 7 minutes 12 seconds. If you literally open the bonnet to that, there is no space underneath it, and that bonnet is absolutely huge, ladies and gents. Lighting up those rear tyres, and those rear tyres are probably about twice the size of anything here, so plenty of traction from them. Here we are then, 488. Before it went on to the F8, and now not just any R8, a modified R8. Let's see what this can do. Looks absolutely glorious. Modifications of that real stealthy car, that. Before it gets all the traction and just literally leapfrogs away. Right then, ladies and gents, let's group them back up and bring them all the way back up to the top of the hill for you. Coming up for you next after this, we're going to have another supercar run coming up for you at 1 o'clock. There'll be completely different cars for you in the second run. And then over in Marina, where you can see the big screen, I can see a few of you watching there now, that's where we're going to have our Supercar Sound Off at 2 p.m. We have our third and final run, our demonstration straight from our supercar. So 2 more supercar runs coming up for you later on this afternoon, one at 1 o'clock and one at 3. And in between those, at 2 p.m. this afternoon, we have our Supercar Sound Off. Now, we have 2 challenges for our Supercar Sound Off. We want to see who can make the loudest noise, and we have a decibelometer to measure that. But we also want to know which one makes the best noise, and for that, ladies and gents, we need your help. Whoever gets the loudest cheer will win our coveted Supercar Sound Off trophy. We've got a red flag on the track at the moment, so we're just holding our cars back for the time being. Unfortunately, we had somebody coming onto the track just on the exit area, so we have to make sure they're all clear. We don't want one of those supercars taking them by surprise, especially when it's an 8.4 litre V10 Dodge Viper. We won't so much as get run over by it, as be eaten by that huge engine. Just think of the size of that engine, ladies and gents, 8.4 litres. So much power, so much torque coming from it. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. I like the name everyone. Being 7 minutes, 12 seconds. And the decent going on, so I reckon that's how long his rear tyres will last. Right, coming up there next for you is our 488 Pista. The Pista obviously stands for track in Italian. Right at its home ground here. It really was almost a swan song. And finally, the last car in our demonstration run, our morning demonstration run, our modified Audi R8 V10 Plus. You have to wonder who buys an R8 with actually. Well, good afternoon, ladies and gents, and welcome to the Beaulieu Supercar Weekend. We're about to start our second demonstration run, and if you can see me now, you are watching this on our big screen in the main arena there. You can watch it over there, or you can, of course, join us trackside. Unfortunately, you can't swap over the sides of the track now. We have both off the track ready for our demonstration run. We will continue to do this run for as long as it is safe. We look over to our head of safety and he will tell us when we have to stop, if we have to stop, that is, because of this rain. Should make things a little bit more interesting as well for our drivers, having this slight film of rain, so we're going to see how well they do. Now, those of you stood around our crossroad area here, don't forget, if our drivers manage to stop exactly in the centre of that crossroads, I want you to cheer as loud as you possibly can. If they don't, I want you to boo and heckle them, ladies and gents. So those of you around the crossroads right now, we're going to give this a go. After 3, I want to hear you cheer as loud as you possibly can. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Very good, ladies and gents, I like it. Shall we try the boo now? Ready? If they've missed, I want you to boo as loud as you can. After 3, 1, 2, 3. I love it, ladies and gents. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your commentator, Tim Watson. It's so good to be back here with you at Beaulieu at the Supercar Weekend. Your next demonstration run will begin very shortly. Gentlemen, please put your hands together for your first car on our second demonstration run. first one was a modified R8. We now have another R8 V10. Burbling away 5.2 litres V10 4-wheel drive. On the brakes. And I do think that's just about dead centre. Please give them a cheer, ladies and gents. Ladies and gents, if you like V8, you are going to love this. This has got the 5-litre Toyota V8. And as you can hear, it has been modified and it's running a huge supercharger, whistling away through those rear tailpipes. It's actually got two of them. It's a twin turbo this. Litre V8 twin turbo, 735 horsepower in that. Now then we move from one Mustang to another 5-litre Coyote. Launch control engaged, here we go. We've got line lock on, it's ready to go. We can see it ducking its tail, itching to go, waiting for that flag to drop. That's hard on the brakes. Very good indeed. Now then, have your ears pinned for this, or not. It is the Taycan Turbo. It's probably the only car here that's got a turbo badge. Without a turbo at all. It's actually got 2 electric motors. Watch this go. I'm pretty sure that's one of the first electric cars we've had go down the hill, ladies and gents. The new Taycan Turbo. Just look at the efficiency of that. It's just all torque straight away. And now we have a Porsche GT3 RS. And now taking this very seriously. He wants to get as much track as possible. Even though we've just had a bit of a rain shower here and this track is very slippy, that Porsche was not letting go at all. Track Focus GT3 RS, one of the most fun cars to ever take on track. I can tell you that from first-hand personal experience. Right then, let's regroup them and we're going to bring them all the way back up our main straight. We've got plenty more coming for you, ladies and gents. We've got 3 more batches of cars after this. And every one is different from the ones that you saw this morning. If you weren't here this morning or you missed the Supercar run, don't worry. It was all recorded and it will be on YouTube tonight. So here we are then, the R8. 5.2 litre V10 shared with the Lamborghini stablemate. Sounds just like it as well. 4-wheel drive. Stealthy looking car. Now driving on the second go. Right then, this is no ordinary Mustang. He got this back 4 days ago after he strapped not 1 but 2 turbos to it. savage sound here. So then we're going to go to threes about to breakouts. Next up. Another Coyote V8 coming up the straight for you here. They are such fun, aren't they, the Mustangs? And huge smiles inside it as well, 5 litres of V8 power. Now the next car doesn't have a V8 or a V6, a V10 or a V12. It's actually got 2 electric motors. Despite having the turbo badge on the back, it doesn't have a turbo at all. Of course, you can't turbocharge an electric motor. Silent but deadly, this car. Believe it or not, this car about 12 to 18 months ago, but already it's accounted for over 7% of Porsche's total output. Where are we going, ladies and gents? In a few years' time, it'll all be electric, but we will still have Supercar Festival. We'll still celebrate the gods of petrol and thunder. Coming up next, then, our GT3 RS. Putting on a fantastic show in that. Not easy to unstick one of those. Proper track record that. Now then, do we have any fans of the Corvettes? Because we've got one of those for you next.
Yeah.
Here we are then, 6.2 litres of V8 power. Effectively, this is the Z06, but without the turbo, so still got that wide body kit on it. Let's see what it can do at our track. Catches the brake, flicking in, it's floating back, ready to rest down the back. Now, something you might be expecting to see a Subaru rally car. Well, you're not far off. It has got the flat 4 out of the Subaru in there. Just like a McLaren F1. Now then, talking about British heroes, here we have the F-Type, the SVR 5 litre supercharged V8. That's such a good looking car. That's another British group coming to join us now. Our beautiful Vanquish S. 6 litre V12, 600 horsepower about to release on track. If ever that. And of course we now have another one of our Ferraris joining us, making sure he gets full use of all the track. We're ready to go. Waiting for the flag to drop. Flag and car matching colours here. Flag's dropped. Away we go. Hard on the brakes. 3.9 9-litre twin-turbo V8 in that. One of the new generation of Ferraris coming from Italy. So then let's regroup them and bring them all back up. We've still got 2 more batches for you to come as well. Coming up for you next is a world record braking car, ladies and gents. So looking down towards the bottom of our straight, let's get them all lined up and bring them back up. We're going to start with the American first. Let's bring back the Corvette to begin with. .2 litres of V8 power. Missed that central stop there completely. Not listening to what we were meant to do there. So for those of you who missed that central one, we'll work with that driver when we get back to the pits coming up next then for you. Have a look at the driver position on this. Shares it with the McLaren F1 central driving position. Might look like an area after this, but it's not. However, my favourite thing with this is that glorious Black 4 Subaru engine. We have our SVR Jaguar F-Type. Very successful car for Jaguar, the F-Type. Of course, it shares a lot of its underpinnings with its predecessor. The platform was actually shortened down for the F-Type. Recently went through a facelift as well, the F-Type. You can just hear a whine on that supercharger. If you don't check your supercharger, wait until you see what's going on later on today. We have got a modified Jaguar XFRS Estate that is methanol injected. That's coming up for you next. Our Vanquish S, such a fantastic. It's absolutely stunning anywhere in the world, and looks even better going down our track there. Now, of course, Ferrari. Let's see what our Portofino can do here. Replacement for the California T. Looks so much better than the old California in my opinion as well. Recently went on the Goodwood Hill Climb with one of these races. Lovely spec as well. I want the matching wheels and roof. Have your cameras in the ready, ladies and gents, because you won't see this for long. Powered by a Chevrolet V8 engine. This is the ultimate GTR, pretty much holds every record going, including the fastest 0 to 100 to 0. It did that in less than 8 seconds. Let that sink in. We went from 0 to 100 miles an hour. Replica of a Shelby Cobra. Locking up as well, ladies and gents. Let's see if he goes off at the centre. Give him a round of applause. Spinning over her wheels, isn't it? Only pushing about 300 brake horsepower. That sounds like a lot more. Anyway, I love the number plate on this car. 5OY Toy. Looking like a soy. Whether it is the strong sources, let's see it go. those were always fantastic cars from Ferrari, lighter, faster, track orientated. Now this is a beautiful looking car, ladies and gents. One of the most beautiful cars made in modern history. DBS Supercar. Flag drops. This is like V12 all of that power downside rear wheels. Perfect slot as well in the centre. Now we should have one final batch coming in this demonstration run. And by the looks of it, I can see a Lamborghini Aventador joining us. And I can also see a Weissman as well. Some very rare cars coming up for you next side, gents. But before we let them out on track, we need to bring that batch back up. So let's get them grouped back up to the top of the hill. Coming up for you next, ladies and gents, is going to be our Supercar Sound Off. Make sure you're down in the main arena for that. We're going to be finding out who has got the loudest car and also who has got the best sounding car as well. So make sure you stick around for that. Start with the Ultimate GTR. This holds pretty much every record going for production cars, ladies and gents. Chevy V8 in this. Just listen to that, sounds like thunder. 0 to 60 in that 2.2 seconds. 2.2. Let that sink in. It will go from 0 to 100 and back to 0 in 8 seconds, ladies and gents. Now we all love a Shelby Cobra. Of course, the Cobra started out in life as an AC Ace before sounding glorious and looking just like the real thing. I'll tell you a story about that, ladies and gents. When it was first sold in America, the dealers were told to keep a clean, fresh, brand new $100 bill in their pocket. They're told to go out into the middle of nowhere, put that on the dashboard, turn to the passenger and say, I'm going to accelerate. You can reach your arms up and pick that money off the dashboard. You can keep it. Not one dealer lost that $100 bill. Just saw the Ferrari come up the hill there, sounding absolutely superb and also very efficient indeed. Track orientated edition there. Next up we have the DBS Supercar. We had one of these at Simply Aston back in 2019. It was the Tag Special Edition. Everything on it was black, even the brake calipers. Such a good looking car. This is probably one of the best looking cars made in modern history, in my opinion. Just doing the final check, make sure we haven't got any stragglers down at the bottom of the hill. Doing the final check before we have our final run through here. Coming up next, we should have our Lamborghini Aventador joining us. This one even more special being the Aventador S, so even more power from that huge V12 engine. Take a good look at this, ladies and gents. They won't make cars like this so much longer. Braking just as slightly too early. You did see the brake markers there, but the brakes are so big on that. Take a good look at this, ladies and gents. Extremely rare car. This is an MF4 GT. It's actually got a 4.8 litre V8 engine, it's a BMW. Only about 1,500 of this make established back in 1988, this German manufacturer specialised in hand-built custom convertibles, and that even rarer being a GT. If we go then, you saw a 360 earlier, now we have the F430s with 4.3 litre V8s, now we've got 500 horsepower. On the 360 that before the 458 came out. And we have a last minute edition here from Sporting Bears. Now this should be a very tidy car indeed. Of course, Sporting Bears driving for charity. The Focus RS 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine. The point there. Never mind, we'll have a chat with him later. Hopefully he'll get to that central point on his way back up. Of course, Sporting Bears do an awful lot for charity, so do make sure you go over and see those guys. Right then, let's regroup them and bring them back up. And then once we've done that, we'll be heading over to the main arena for our sound off, which is coming up for you at 2 o'clock this afternoon, ladies and gents. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, we have our third and final demonstration run. Make sure you're around for that, because like I say, we have got an absolute monster of a car coming up for you. Jaguar XF RS Sport Brake. I mean, they had a 5 litre supercharged engine to begin with. This one's been modified to go up to 650 horsepower and is now a stage 3 tune with direct methanol injection. That's right, it's been injected with meth. Breaking Bad in a car is coming. But first, let's bring the Italian back up, shall we? Let's have a look at the Aventador S. Just listen to that V12 sing. They will not make cars like this for much longer, ladies and gents. All the new regulations and so forth coming in. We really are almost about to enter. Within 50 or so years time, while we're looking at cars like this, as we look at the old speed demons and the likes of steam engines of history, we'll be looking at this, remembering those. Far more exciting than that though. So then coming up next for you, very rare car list. Usually Weissman, German, handmade manufacturer. Of this make exists in the world, so to have one here is extremely rare, and to have a GT at that is even rarer. So the F430 now coming to join us. Now with 500 horsepower, you'll be almost details on that car are exquisite. When you get up close and personal to it and you look at some of the fine details on that car, absolutely superb. Rounding us off then, we have the Sporting Bears in the 2.3 litre turbocharged Ford Focus RS. This was the first RS badged Ford to have four-wheel drive since the Escort Cosworth. Of course, the two predecessors, the two Focus RS that came before us, were both This one has got Ford's own 2.3 litre EcoBoost engine, and you can also have inside the Mustang, but that one has grip mode. There you are, then, ladies.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Supercar Sound Off. As you can see, we've got a real collection of cars here behind us. We've got V10s, V8s, and a couple of V12s as well, and even a V6. So we're going to find out just how loud these cars are. But first, I want to find out if you're having a good day here today. So, guys and girls over here, you having a good day today? Yeah. I like that. That's not bad. How about you guys? You having a good day today? We've been in COVID lockdown for 18 months. Come on, guys. How you doing? You having a good day today? Yeah! These guys are having a better day than you. I'm just saying. I don't know where they've been. Maybe over to the beer tent. Who knows? How about you guys over here? You having a good day? Yeah! Very good, very good. And you guys down over here, you having a good day? Yeah! Fantastic. And everyone behind me on the screen, you having a good day? Yeah! Lovely stuff, lovely, lovely. Right then, let's find out a little bit more about the cars and then we will get started. Where's my victim? Volunteer, there you are, excellent. I'm going to be using you in just a second, but first I'm going to come to you. Hello there, 5 litre Coyote V8 Mustang.
Yep.
Any mods?
It's got a missing hatchpipe and Cobra axle brakes.
Excellent. Are you confident?
Always. I've got an awesome crowd over here, and I've got hey ho.
Okay.
That's all we need.
Okay, you've got hey over an awesome crowd. Right then, let's move on to you, sir. Now, 2 cylinders down on the V8.
No, I am. Only 3 litre, V6.
That'd be all right. It sounded good on the run this morning. Are you confident? Quietly confident. That's not the idea. You're meant to be loudly confident. Right then. Now this is one of my all-time favourite cars, and I'm not just saying that. It genuinely is. I used to work for Ferrari, and I ordered the very car that Clarkson used on his film up in Scotland. So, are you confident?
Quietly confident.
Quietly confident. We're not after quietly. We're after quite loud.
It's the quality rather than loudness.
Ooh, the quality rather than loudness. Any mods?
Yeah, plenty. We've got a lorry tech stage 2 to also be a X-type in it. So yeah, it's got a couple of other things.
Okay, we've got a couple of other things on there, and we've got modded exhausts. Now then, let's move on to this, which is probably the biggest engine we've got here. Tell us how big that is.
Well, it's a small 8 litre V10.
A small 8 litre V10. That's rubbish. There's no such thing as a small 8 litre V10.
Yeah, it's stock, honest.
It's stock, honest. What have you done to it?
Well, it's modified, and we've got a performance exhaust system on this as well, so it should sound quite nice.
Okay, very good. Hello there, you. Hello, how are you?
I'm all very well, very excited.
I see that you're warming yours up, ready to go.
Well, it sometimes pops flames out of one of the sides.
Hang on. Say that again.
It sometimes pops flames out of one side, and if I keep it warm, it might. It probably won't now, I've said that, but we'll see.
Okay. I moved because my ankle's on fire. Right then, let's move on. Now, you are the first 4-door, so you brought the family along.
Yeah, family's in the back. Yeah.
Is it loud? It's very loud. Have you modded this?
Yeah, 725 brake horsepower, company called MSL in Birmingham. 4060, 2.9.
This is an E63S, right?
Yeah.
Was that not fast enough for you? No, that's what we like. Right then, let's move on down to the first of our 2 Audis. Hello there, V10.
V8.
Ooh, a V8, proper one with manual gearbox.
That's right, manual gearbox and a self-made exhaust system and an RCG.
A self-made exhaust system.
Yeah, built-in stainless steel.
This is going to be fun. A self-made exhaust system. We're going to see how good your work is, sir. And then finally, this looks like a murderer's car, this is all stealthed out.
It's completely standard.
Absolutely standard. Rubbish. What have you done to it?
A lot of carbon, sterling BBS,
Quite a lot. Are you confident? Not really. Right then, ladies and gents. Would you like to hear all of them together to begin with? A few of you would. Let's try that again. Would you like to hear all of them together? All right then. Start your engines, gents. We're going to hear you all together to begin with. You're going to take it after 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear you. All right. Calm it down now. I just realised that they can't hear me if they start revving up. That was a mistake, wasn't it? Right then, let's start. We'll come all the way down to the V8 to begin with, and we're going to start by measuring the volume. Now, Dan, my victim here, a few weeks ago I was doing Simply Japanese here, told me the car, and it was embarrassing. This is called payback, okay? So what I would like you to do is you've measured your distance, you're all happy? Say goodbye to Dan's eyebrows. Sir, take it away. ladies and gents, put your hands together for me for our Mustang. I'm going to check in here. What was our reading?
119.3.
119.3, not bad going at all. That's a very, very strong start. Now, the NSX is 2 cylinders down and 2 litres down as well. He's putting his own in. Right, okay. Good luck, Dan. Take it away, sir. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for the NSX for me.
15.7.
I've got some slightly bad news. 115.7. You haven't quite beaten the 119 yet. Right then, let's move from 6 cylinders to 12. Take it away for me, sir. Lovely. What I love is all of the water dancing on the roof. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for me.
9.3.
Okay. So we had 119 to begin with. What do you reckon you got? 109. 109. Not bad going at all. Right. 8 litres. Are you ready, ladies and gents? Here we go. Take it away. Ladies and gents, put your hands together. Right.
The last rev was 119.9.
So we had 119.1. The Viper got 119.9. It's the current lead. Right then. Over to you, sir. Take it away. Oh yes, get flames out the exhaust. Put it there, yes man.
115.9.
You had 119 to beat.
Yeah.
115.9. You're only 4 decibels off, it's okay, 115. Right then, let's move on to the modified E-Class. Here we go. Take it away. Very good. Can I just check? You have got exhaust, not machine guns, right? Very good, ladies and gents. Put your hands together for me. Go on.
119.8.
Okay, so the current lead is 119.9. You registered 118.8. Very, very close indeed. Now then, this is going to be interesting because this is a V8 R8, one of the originals, but this has got a handmade, homemade exhaust. Take it away. Ladies and gents, put it together for our R8. Okay, come on.
119.7.
Okay, so the current lead is 119.9 by you. You registered 119.7. Very close indeed. So now we come on to our You've got 2 more cylinders than him. You're already waving a white flag. Right, ready? Take it away. Very good indeed. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for our V10.
120.6.
So the current lead is 119.9, which is the Viper. Come here. Come here. You got 120.6. Well done, latest car here. How about that, ladies and gents? Not bad going.
He entered me.
That is very good going. However, I've got some bad news.
I'm only 2 cylinders down.
No, you haven't won yet. You haven't won yet. The winner is who you decide, ladies and gents. So, gents, ladies, please get in your cars, have them ready to go, because I'm going to start and rev each of you up, and then I'm going to ask you to cheer. We'll hear each of them again, and then I'm going to go along. I'm going to ask you to cheer. Whoever gets the loudest cheer wins, okay? So, let's hear them all individually first. Let's hear Mustang. Take it away. Very good, okay. Now let's hear our NSX. Very good. Let's hear our Ferrari. Let's hear our Viper. Let's hear our Cobra. Let's hear our Mercedes. The AC. And let's hear our V10. Okay, right. This now all comes down to you, ladies and gents. Using the same decibel meter, we're going to find out who you think wins, okay? It's your choice. Whoever gets the loudest cheer wins. Dan, come take your position for me. Come join. If you think the V8 Mustang wins, cheer for me now. If you think the NSX wins, cheer for me now. Okay, it was a bit delayed, but it's if you think the Ferrari wins, cheer for me now. Okay, it's a bit awkward. Lol. If you think the Viper wins, cheer for me now. Okay. If you think the Cobra wins, cheer for me now. Okay. If you think the E63S wins, cheer for me now. And if you think the R8 V8 wins, cheer for me now. And the V10 R8. Okay. So we're a bit undecided. Dan, what was our top three?
I think it's the Viper, the Cobra, and the R8 in the end.
Not Mustang.
Probably a four-way then.
Okay. Right, so we have a top four. Mustang, Viper, Cobra, and the R8 at the end. This is it, ladies and gents. If you want your car to win, I want you to cheer with everything you've got. If you think the Mustang should win, cheer for me now. Okay. If you think the Viper should win, cheer for me now. I can't hear them cheering. Stop revving your car. Wait there. Right, we're going to have to do that again. I couldn't hear you. If you think they should win, cheer for me now. That's a strong contender. If you think the Cobra should win, cheer for me now. And if you think the V10 Audi should win, cheer for me now. Right. Come with me. Come on. This is a battle. It's between you two. Stand either side of me, please. Stand either side. Come stand this side. Come stand this side. If you want the Viper to win, cheer now. If you want the Cobra to win, cheer now. Viper, let me hear you. Cobra. Don't point. It's literally a dead heat. You're literally registering the exact same.
Oh.
You are registering the exact same, okay? Last time. If you want the Viper to win, as loud as you possibly can, cheer for me right now. Okay. If you want the Cobra to win, this is it. Last chance, cheer for me now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your Supercar Sound Off winner, the Cobra! It was very close. Well done, sir. Well done indeed. Well done to you. Well done. I have to say, this is absolutely superb. It's a replica, right?
This is a replica, unfortunately, because the real one is selling about £1 million, and I've not quite saved my pennies yet.
Yet. And this has got what engines in there?
So it should have a Ford 427. It's got second best. It's got a Chevy V8, Chevy 350, which is apparently a small block, even though it's 5.7 litres. And it goes well enough, as we saw on the demo on earlier.
Fantastic. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your winner, the Cobra. Now then, the evolution of the California. California originally started with a natural aspirated V8. Now this one here is a 3.9 twin turbo V8. Hard on the brakes as he hit the centre there, ladies and gents. If he has, let me hear you cheer. There we are then, engaging launch control and off again. 4 seats, that just about. Then we've got the E63S that you just saw in our Supercar Sound Off. Didn't quite reach the top decibel, but it wasn't far off at all, and it sounded like a machine gun. Let's see what it sounds like heading down our main straight in this V8 bi-turbo. Here we go. On the brakes, I think he's just overshot it just slightly, but I tell you what, it was worth it to do it. Now then, look at this. Number 98 of number 98. You don't see many of these around at all. Here we go. The Ginetta G33. Hard on the brakes, locking them up. Ladies and gents, put your hands together for me on that one. Lighten up those rear tyres, weighs almost nothing. That Rover V8 4 litre, only 260 horsepower, but good enough for 4.5 to 60. Here we go then, GTR SLS. Let's see what she can do. Of course, built to take on the 911. Now then, here we go. This is a real trick here for you. This is a replica of a GT40 indeed, but it is an exact replica of the winning car from 1968 and 1969. 5 litre V8 in it, the Super Performance GT40. Here we go. Treat to see that, even if he did slightly miss the point of stopping in the centre there, but we'll let him off, given that that car is absolutely stunning. Only about 340 horsepower in that, but still good enough for a 0 to 60 time in 4 seconds, and up to a top speed of 170 miles an hour from that 5 litre V8. Coming up next for you, ladies and gents, it looks like we've got a fair few V10s coming to join us. I do believe we've even got Bugatti coming up for you now. But first, let us regroup these cars and bring them back up the run. So you'll see each car twice, ladies and gents. We're regrouping them down at Palace House. Now down there you can see our Supercar lawn, which has got cars like the Miura on there. If you've never seen a Miura in real life, ladies and gents, please do go down and have a look. It's an exquisite machine, absolutely stunning. I'm interested to see what's going to be coming up next, because we have a Lamborghini and an Audi, both of which share pretty much the same engine. In fact, we've got a Lamborghini Audi and then a Lamborghini right behind it. Pretty much all of them share the same engine, so we'll be having a listen to these in just a moment's time. But first, we need to bring our cars back, starting with the Ferrari California T, at 3.9 litre twin turbo V8. Very much an evolution of the original California. It's got a folding metal hardtop, this 4 seats. Engine at the front, rear drive. stunning car to drive.
Beautiful car to look at.
Fantastic there. Big thumbs up and smiles all around in that. What's coming up next for you? It is, of course, the E63S. This wasn't quite content enough with how much power it has, so it's effectively turned it into, well, a bullet. It sounds like it's being shot out of a gun with those exhausts as well. Lovely popple and crack as well going in there. Proper popple and crack, that's not artificial. Right then, now we have the Ginetta G33, this 4-litre Rover V8 in it. This is the very last one, number 98 of 98. Let's see if he's going to lock up, squirreling around, hard on the brakes, and perfect stop there. Didn't lock up at all. Let's put your hands together. Very good indeed. Always a big supporter of us here at Beaulieu, the owner of that vehicle, and we really do appreciate it. Right then, let's see what Mercedes' version of essentially what a 911 is. See how well this takes to it. This one also the even faster GTR version. I dare say that this has had a very tasty wrap on it as well. Looks absolutely stunning. A bit of orange glow for our overcast day here. No messing around, just put all the power down. Looks so good from behind that car, which is of course how most of them see it. Next up, we have our GT40 replica. This is literally what the 1968-1969 winning car looked like. Completely 5-litre V8. Checkered flag is there. This is of course what that winning car would have seen, completing its final lap, and the checkered flag drops and away it goes. Nicely done there into the centre, and now GT40s are something very special indeed. Absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for me for your first batch, and let's welcome our second batch. How we doing? There, yeah. Here we are then. Lamborghini, the first of our V10 trio, dare say. You're about to hear the Audi version of this coming. And this support, so even more powerful and lighter than the original, which is no slouch indeed. Already seen one car playing tribute to Senna, we have another one here. Of course, this has got pretty much the same engine as the car you've just seen, so listen out, it'll sound pretty much the same, but keep a close eye and you'll realise that this epic rally liveried car is very different indeed. It's just like seeing spice being added to an already very hot curry. Here we go then, your next Lamborghini coming up for you again. That V10 is about to sing. We've got the roof down, so hopefully we'll have a bit of sunshine later on, but let's see what it can do. Those gloss black wheels look stunning. Good on that as well. Hey, Lambo. You saw an Ultimate GTR earn on. Here for you, ladies and gents. The Ultimate GTR, if you don't know this car, it pretty much owns the records for every production car going. They are phenomenally quick. Listen to that heavy V8. See, this car holds the record for going from 0 to 100 miles an hour and back in the quickest time. It did it, believe it or not, in just 8 seconds. That's not 8 seconds to 100, that's 8 seconds to 100 and then back to 0. Coming up there next, we have our Ford Mustang, this one tuned by Mountune. Away we go. Mustang RTR running about 500 horsepower this, 4.3 seconds to 60. That is the only RTR Spec 2 in the country, ladies and gents. You'll see it again in just a moment's time. We're going to bring them all back up to the top of the hill. Last battle?
Yeah.
Okay. Jaguar, when he pulls up, ask him to like stop and like whistle me over kind of thing. I'd like, yeah. So we're regrouping them all together. We're going to have 3 V10 engines come up this hill for you now, ladies and gentlemen. Combined, these cars have a capacity of more than 15 litres. To put that into your mind, we're about to unleash 15 litres onto this hill climb up here. Here we go then, the first, our Lamborghini driver first. This one, the performance model. I mean, it's just ludicrous to think that there's a performance model of a performance car, but ladies and gents, this is it. And very much in the colour indeed as well. Absolutely stunning and sounding fantastic on that overrun. Coming up then, this is what Audi put that V10 engine in. Of course, the R8 when it first came out back in 2007 was actually quite a stunning car when that came out. It really did mix things up in that category. Today though, it's a far more mature car with only available in V10 form rather than V8. We can still get 2 different now, the V10 and the V10 Plus. And that will contribute to now with Epic Rally. Let's move on to our next Lamborghini then. Let's see this one take the hill. I have to say the colour of this is stunning. Just look at the way the light dances of that. Hard on the brakes into a central stop, ladies and gents. Put your hands together and don't forget to cheer them come by. That's it, full on. Such a menacing looking car. Coming up next then is the Ultimate GTR. In my mind, this is called the Ultimate GTR. Because it is, well, it is the top trumps of top trumps, this car. So much power in this car. If we would lift it all the way down without near 3 figures out of it. Such a treat to see one of those and see 2 of them in one day is really special indeed. And finally, your RTR Mustang 5-litre Coyote V8 in this 500 horsepower, 4.3 seconds to 60 onto a top speed of 170 miles an hour. This is the only RTR Spec 2 in the country, ladies and gents. No, you're not allowed to have another go, I'm afraid. You have to go back to your holding area. You can have another go tomorrow. Right then, coming up next, let's have one of our British brutes here with us. Let's have our Aston Martin Superleggera. Now, you heard this morning, ladies and gents, I'm a huge fan of this car. I think it's absolutely stunning. A couple of years ago, I was commentating simply Aston Martin here at Beaulieu, and we have the rarest of the rare Superleggeras here. This one was the tag special edition. There were only about 10 of them made. All black. Everything on this car was black, even the calipers. And the only thing that wasn't black on it was indeed the red detailing on the wheels. Right then, DBS Superleggera, let's see what it can do. See, coming up next, we have the 360 complete with the paddle transmission. If there was ever a purebred, this is it. This is Ferrari's proper 2-seater sport supercar, if you like, with the engine in the back, proper Ferrari V8. Yeah, classic Ferrari howl. Let's see if we can hear it again on the way down. Now then, we have one of these on the road. yet, ladies and gents. Gallardo. This is what shared its parts with the original R8, but of course this you could only have in V10. Oh, some lovely tramp of that there. Now then, the Cobra was sound off, and this is the Daytona Cobra. Have your ears peeled for this, ladies and gents, because this is going to sound amazing. Pretty much from the next counter. It's absolutely amazing. And now we're finishing off the supercar run with, well, looks a bit like Grandad's estate car, but trust me, this is not Grandad's estate car. This is a Jaguar XFRS, which is a very. What do you want? You want me? You want me to get in the passenger seat of this methanol-injected monster? Right, I'll do it. I'm game. Right then. Hang on. Right then, ladies and gents, let's see if we can get these rear wheels to light up. This is better. Can he stop in the centre?
That's all I want to know. Has he done it?
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and just go. Thank you.
XFRS.
Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, underneath this video you'll find a thumbs up button. Hit that, and right next to it there's a subscribe button as well. Hit that and you'll get a new video from me every week. Coming up next are the highlights from the Supercar Weekend, the Sunday show. I'll see you again tomorrow.